So after dropping my video earlier about the Switch 2 and my concerns with the platform, and talking with some friends on a podcast earlier, I had some additional thoughts that I wanted to discuss in this YouTube short, information that I didn't have at the time. Biggest frustrating thing I saw was Bravely Default. It's labeled as a $40 key card game. It actually isn't on the cartridge. It's a DRM code in a box. It's a 3DS game, Square Enix. Why isn't it on a cartridge? It can fit on a Switch 2 cartridge. And then that got me thinking, if Square Enix is so lazy they can't put a 3DS game on a Switch 2 cartridge, then why would Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade and Elden Ring be on a Switch 2 cartridge? Newsflash, it won't. Those games won't be on a Switch 2 cartridge. I'm calling it right here, right now. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure they won't. Because as expensive as the cartridges are, they're not going to want to pay to put those big games on a Switch 2 cartridge. And that just takes the sales out of this Direct even further. That means all the stuff they showed you, they got you excited for, it was a bait and switch. It was to puff you up, get you mesmerized, while they took your money. Well, it's not working on me. I see through all the lies and the cracks, Nintendo. You try to hide all this, sweep it under the rug, and then drop it like quietly and think people won't care. Well, now you can see that people do care. This sucks. Switch 2 went from having some really cool games to being a huge disappointment in the same day. So yeah, fully expect most third-party games, if they're big games, to be keycard, DRM, fake physical releases. And the first-party titles to really be the only ones that's probably going to get proper physical releases. Nintendo is encouraging third-party developers to be lazy by actually legitimizing it and calling it its own thing, saying that it's key cards or whatever. You're literally telling them it's okay to not put out a proper physical release by putting a label on it and making it its own thing. When it's not. It's crap. It's crap. And yeah, you did this on the Switch, but you didn't make a big hubbub about it. I have a big problem with that because I like my physical games. The Switch 2 thing, it sucks. I won't be getting it, won't be buying it day one. In fact, I'm going to take the advice of my friend Zoo, and I'm going to double down and buy me an OLED or two and just ride the Switch out until the sunset. The Switch 2, the PS5 Pro, all these next-gen consoles are just... And the decision to go more and more towards digital over physical is just so disappointing. At this point, might as well get a Steam Deck, might as well, build you a PC and just say sayonara to game consoles. I don't mean to sound all gloom and doom, but when I really care about owning my games and care about physical media and see that the world and all the game companies have completely given up on it, it makes me not even want to bother giving them my money anymore. Because if I'm going to have to support games digitally, it's not going to be on the locked platforms where I have no say and I can lose my digital purchases at any time. I'd rather buy it off PC because I can get cheap prices from all the different storefronts. And I got places like GOG that actually let you keep the games that you buy and make backups of them. So, yeah, that's just my additional thoughts on this subject. It really is a shame. And I expected better, Nintendo, but I should have known that the success of the Switch would go to your head, and then you would become a greedy little fart and try to take more from your customers than you should be right now. You should have stayed humble, and you should have done right by those who helped get you out of the hole that was the Wii U. But instead of being grateful, you try to take advantage of us. You try to pretend that we're stupid and we don't see through your bull crap, but we do. Or at least I do. So, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Happy gaming, happy collecting, and let's all one-up our collections in the right way. Vote with your wallet, and don't support this nonsense for a few first-party Nintendo titles, because it's not worth it. You got the Switch, and you probably have a large collection of games if you're like me. So play this on the Switch that you have, enjoy it, and let Nintendo stew in their own stupid ass decisions. All right, bye everybody.